Hi, my name's Travis. Thanks for joining me. Today's practice will be an empowering, fiery class targeting our core. You'll need a yoga block, a yoga strap, or if you don't own a strap, maybe just a belt, a nice strong belt. We'll begin by lying down on our backs. So let's get started. Bring your soles of feet to touch and open the knees out wide. Place your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your tummy. Let gravity do the work on the legs, so no need to press down here, just let that all happen. In fact, enter into the field of gravity. Feel really connected with the mat underneath you. Under the hand on your tummy is the core muscles. Sheets of muscles that wrap around from the spine to the belly button, along the front body, and crisscross your body like seat belts in a car. So the opening part of this sequence will target in quite a strong and profound way those muscles and others. And when we think about the esoteric nature of our practice and the spinning wheels of energy we know as chakras in our body, and this one is Manipura. Manipura is a yellow color. Its Sanskrit name translates roughly in English to lustrous gem. The most vibrant spinning wheel of energy we know is the sun, tracing across the sky. So bright we can't look at it. Think of that energy now within you, in your internal universe. And empower yourself today in your practice. And take a couple more moments here, maybe even a few little exhales out your mouth, because the element here is fire. Fire. And we think of oxygen and fire, so stoke the fire. Now, close your knees like a book and draw your right knee in and give it a squeeze. Hug it in a little bit, maybe even roll through the ankle by pointing the toes forward and reverse the direction. The opposite leg can be either flat on the mat or bent at the knee with the sole of the foot on the earth. I'm taking that option. And I've just reorientated myself on the mat so you can see me easily. For a half-happy baby, we take our arm on the inside of the leg and hold the pinky toe edge of the foot. I like to let the right knee drift further to the right, just giving myself a little more space at that hip joint. And we just hold here for a few more moments. Hopefully your belt or your strap is handy. I'm going to use my other foot just to bring it to me because it's down the bottom of the mat there. So we're going to take some little hamstring stretches here. So whether you've got the strap looped through its buckle or not, don't worry, because we're just going to hold the strap today. Mine is looped here, but doesn't matter. That's why a belt would be fine, a cord on your dressing gown, something that's sturdy. And we're lifting the leg up, and the ball of the foot is where the strap has gone over, and we're holding the strap with our hands. So just taking a few moments here just to get a nice deep stretch into that hamstring muscle. Now, whether you need to bend the knee and give yourself a little more space, or some of you can take the toes over your head with the flexibility you have in your body, I'm just going to take mine straight up to the ceiling and curl the toes back towards my face. And holding for 3, for 2, and for 1. Okay, so let go of the strap and lower the foot back onto the earth, and then just do some windscreen wipers side to side with the knees. We'll take that straight over to the other side. So draw the knee in, give it a squeeze. That's your left knee now. Give it a cuddle, point the toes, roll through the ankles, reverse the direction. Slide the left arm on the inside of the leg and hold the pinky toe edge of the foot, interlacing the fingers around the foot. Curl the toes back towards your face. And then as we find our way into that hamstring stretch, grab the strap and loop it over the ball of your foot, and then find that the sensation in that foot that serves you. Whether you bend the knee, whether you don't. And this is often a moment of self-inquiry. For me, this side is actually a lot tighter. There's a lot more sensation down the musculature at the back of my leg. Let's just stay for another couple of moments. And then release the foot and do your windscreen wipers again. And as I reorientate myself on the mat now. So blocks handy, but straps no longer likely to be needed to be used. So you can place that off to one side. And draw your knees in and roll around your back. Give yourself a little massage into the earth. We will begin by finding an isometric core stretch. So 90-degree angle at your hips, then at your knees, so your shins run parallel to the earth, and curl the toes back towards your face. Place your hands on the upper thighs, so towards the crease of your hips, not up near your knees, so that you're pressing firmly into the fleshy tissue of your thighs while your thighs press firmly back into the palms. So this is push-pull scenario here, isometrically holding, continuing to breathe, and finding that expression of grounding through the back body into the mat. This will be another 8, 7. So you can start to press so firmly that you really feel it, like you're determining the action here, so to speak. But remember, it's fire, it's core, it's heat, it's sun, it's all of that going on. Last 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Drop the feet wide and then drop the knees into center and big windscreen wipers side to side. Now the next stage here will be same setup with the legs, but it's block time. So hold the block in one hand, reset the legs, curl the toes to the face. I didn't mention, but inner knees and inner thighs can come to touch here. So we're squeezing in and firming up. Placing the block on our shins, that little bit of extra weight is important. Press the hands into the thighs if this feels like it's enough for you. Or if you want to intensify, sweep the hands out wide, bring the fingers to the temples, hover the upper back, tone the abdominals down and in, shift the knees away from you on an exhale breath, 10 centimeters to 5 inches or so, and move through this with exhale shifting you away and inhales returning you to center. Exhale, shift away, inhale back to center. So you've got about another half a dozen exhales and inhales. You can hear it in my voice. Hard to talk and do this, but I'm going to continue to go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Grab your block, place it off to one side, step the feet down onto the mat, and then windscreen wiper the knees side to side. It's going to be a layered, continuing approach here. So we'll set up now as though we're about to do a bridge pose. So soles of feet on the mat, point the toes directly away from you, like tram track feet. And then step the feet a full further footprint down the mat away from you. That's going to intensify it. So further away, more intense, closer towards your buttocks, less intense. Then as you lift your upper body, come onto the lowest tips of your shoulder blades and then reach your hands down and wide past your thighs towards your ankles. They're probably not going to touch yet because on those lowest tips of your shoulder blades, we slide to the right and tap our right heel. Inhale to center, exhale, slide to the left. Inhale, center, exhale, right. Inhale, center, exhale, left. Let's coordinate the body and the breath before we start to move a little faster. So we've got another 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Now we'll pause. So soles of feet touch, knees open wide, left hand heart, right hand tummy. Maybe even rub the tummy with the right hand and just take a note of that warmth, the fire, and even place any unwanted negative thoughts in that little furnace, the fire we're creating. And just another moment. And we're going to reset that up. We're going to move a little faster now. So step the feet down your mat, tram track the feet, hover the upper body, come onto the shoulder blades, reach the arms, and let's just go as fast as we're going to do. So you can go at the pace that serves you. It's those little swipes, left and right, little ankle taps. And I reckon we've got another few more moments just to move at our own pace, whatever serves us. Double time if you're up for it. Last few moments. Good job. All right, I feel that. That is strong and hot. Now, tickle for the heels with the fingertips. So I've walked them in closer towards me, towards the buttocks. Scoop the chin towards the chest, roll up through the spine, lifting the hips to the sky. So bridge now. And bridge is the therapy for us here. Bridge is this opportunity to let the musculature of our abdominals be massaged by belly breaths. So you're lifting and lowering the belly button with profound belly breaths. You're on your own at home. Don't worry what it looks like. Just let that belly button rise and fall with the breath. Roll down the spine, vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone. Now we're going to add on for a much more intense experience, and we're going to use the block. So we'll use the block on its longest length between your thigh and your elbow. So it's going to be the longest length. Set the right leg up just as we've done it previously, 90-degree angles at the knee, hip, and ankle. Place your block on the thigh and then use your left elbow. So you're crossing your body. Left elbow connects the block and the thigh. So it's going to hold the block there. You then interlace your fingers behind your head and you are looking to the right now. And I'm going to give you a moment here. I'll pause the video. You can pause and check it out because then you will lift the left leg up to the sky, point the toes to the ceiling. So you've crossed your body. Left elbow connects block to right thigh. Right leg will stay exactly as it is with the elbow connecting to the thigh. And we're going to be lowering the left leg down. Exhale, breath. Inhale to lift. Lift and lower. Exhale, breath. Inhale, lift. 8 more. 7 more. Move with fluidity and control here. Try not to gather tension. The challenge would be to hover the upper body off the mat, but that is intense. It's very difficult to do and speak. 4, 3, 2. The final one, we're going to hover and hold the leg just off the mat. So up we go, and now lower it down, drive the heel away, and press the elbow into the block. For 3, for 2, and 1. Oh, wow, that is strong. Hey, bridge to reset, tickle for the heels, and lift the hips to the sky. Whew. Oh, I'm going to do some belly button lifts and lowers there for sure. And I might even interlace my fingers underneath my body and come higher onto the shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades. Lovely big stretch across the front of the chest. Nice work. As you roll back down the spine, Reset both legs. So we're going back into our 90-degree angles, into inner knees, inner thighs coming to touch. This time we're going to take a reclined side crow. So your hands are going to lift up and you're going to flex at the wrists as though you're pressing the ceiling away. Hover the upper back so we come onto the lowest tips of the shoulder blades again. And then we hinge the arms to the right so that the left forearm connects with the right thigh and they press into one another. And then as the hands create stop signs, it's as though we're pressing an imaginary wall away on the right-hand side of our body. And we're going to hold this because we're going to come through this with waving movements from center back to right. So we won't be going to the left, not this round. So back up to the ceiling, lift the arms up, reach up, and then bend to the right again. We'll do that 3 times. Up to the ceiling, inhale, bend to the right, exhale, inhale, center, exhale, right, inhale, center, exhale, right. One more, up and hold. Good. To the right. Good work. Oh, back to earth. Okay, I'm just going to roll down my mat a little bit so that we can take some moving bridges now. Tickle for your heels. Lift the pelvis to the sky and sweep the arms overhead. Reach them behind you. And then as you lower the buttocks down to the earth, sweep the arms back and place them beside your body. But you're not lowering your body onto the mat. It's just hovering. So we inhale, lift into a bridge with the arms overhead, and then we slowly lower and hover the body down, but the arms are beside you, yeah, and they're on the mat. Up and overhead, inhale, and lower, hover and hold, exhale. 2. One more. Now, the wonderful thing here is we just have the left side to go, and then we will be moving on. And roll down the spine. Okay, so this time, we're going to grab our block. Longest length, left leg resets at 90, 90, 90, and we place the block on the thigh and we connect with the right elbow. Now, the curious thing here is for me, this side is more difficult. I'm right-handed, right-legged, so to speak. You know, it's just more difficult for me to control. Very interesting self-inquiry. Set it up. Right leg to sky, point through the toes. Pause, get it all together, and then lower the right leg down. Exhale, and then inhale, left. Exhale, lower down. So now you've got the breath coordination, the movement. We've got 8 more. 7 more. 6. 5. And 4. And 3. And 2. And this final one, remember we hover, hold, we press the block into the thigh and through the elbow, we drive the leg away for 3, 2, and 1. Oh gosh, wow, so strong. Soles of feet touch, knees open out wide, left hand heart, right hand tummy, and let's give that tummy another rub. Yeah, Manipura chakra. It's transformative. We think of fire and we often think of destruction, and true, yes, it does, and it can be quite profound. Change is abrupt, but actually, for most of us, that change can be transformative. In Australia, our wonderful national parks are filled with eucalyptus trees. And the oil in them goes up in the fireballs that are just incredibly powerful and strong. And yes, it's incredibly destructive and very, very sad. And there's obviously some elements of man-made catastrophe there. But those eucalyptus trees have evolved over millennia to require that heat to germinate their seeds. There is the circle of life. All right, close the knees like a book. Enough of a lesson from me. Knees over hips, shins parallel. We got our to the left, everybody to the left, side crow. So lift and hover, reach the hands to the ceiling, press it away, and then bend to the left. Press the right arm into the left thigh and hold. And then we'll just go back to the ceiling once and to the left, twice to the ceiling, and then to the left, and last time to the ceiling. Inhale, and to the left. Exhale, we'll hold, we'll keep breathing. Press, press, press. Nice work. You know what? We're going to keep moving. Hold the backs of your thighs. Rock and roll. Even maybe hover in a Navasana. Rock and roll. Hover. Hey, do you want to see if we can land in a Malasana, yogi squat? Hold backs of thighs. Feet step wide. Got it. Landed it. Malasana, yogi squat, top of mat. Plant hands, step back. High plank. Drop to knees. Cow and cat straight away. So should feel real good in cow to lift the heart forward, open the throat, and then exhale, chin to chest, dome into the upper back, and press away from the earth cat. Hey, you should feel the abdominals pretty profoundly here, moving through that fluidity on your spine, but noticing that texture, the dynamic nature of the core. Let's just warm up our fingers and our wrists. We'll just do a few salutations. Not a long class, only got a few more things to go, but I was going to try to get to side crow. So lift and lower the palms, 5, 4. So we've hinged at our first row of knuckles. Regulars know this one with me quite well. It's a nice little stretch for forearms and wrists. Palms down, thumbs down. Move from side to side across your shoulder blades. And in the process, just get funky in wrists and elbows. Move around, neck, shoulders, etc. Back to normal orientation of the hands and place them one full handprint down the mat. Tuck the toes, send the hips back towards the heels, then lift the hips to sky and find your way to down dog. Pedal the feet, windscreen wiper the heels, move into the lower limbs. We have targeted the hamstrings already, so they should feel a little warmer than perhaps the normal first time you're in a down dog. Whether you need to bend the knees and lift the hips a little higher and finding more of your chest to thigh action, or whether soles of feet can lower to the earth and you still maintain that yogi's choice, holding here. Lift the right leg to sky, inhale, and then step the right foot to your right thumb. Rotate the back foot to a 45-degree angle and start to roll up to warrior one. So my hands will come to my hips. I'd just like to take a moment to draw that left hip forward, and I shuffle my right foot wider to the right. Taking humbleness now with right arm out in front of you first, cross left elbow over top, bind up forearm. So that's your eagle wrap of your arms. And that's what we'll be bowing forward to. Right shoulder, right knee, chin to chest, fingertips dangle towards the earth. And then lift the heart and lungs in your rib cage. So broaden the space between your shoulder blades. Tone the abdominals in and up, belly button in. Release the hands, lower them to the earth, pivot onto the ball of the back foot, bend the back knee, and rise up to crescent lunge. So look forward, lunging into our front knee. Hands at heart center, exhale. Lean forward, inhale, and then twist to the right. Left elbow lowers to right thigh, and then we look to the right. And the challenge now will be to step your left foot forward into chair twist at the top of your mat. Hold this here while I turn and rotate so you can see me better. Rotated here to the right. You've got now a choice to open the hands and find the palms facing the wall beside you, or perhaps have a little moment to explore side crow. So you lower your hands to the right, point the fingers away from you, come high onto the heels, onto the balls of the feet, and move the recording box out of the way. And see if you can use your elbows as a shelf to hold your right thigh. So we kind of created this expression earlier. In some of you, you can split the legs. And then we'll all meet back. Apologies if that, in your prayer twist to the right. Technology, huh? You need it, but it gets in the way. And then we'll fold forward at the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to high plank. Hey, high plank, low plank, up dog, down dog if you're ready, or knees, chest, chin to cobra. Roll over toes, lift the hips to sky. Let's just do that on the other side. Left leg lift, inhale, heel to butt, knee to nose, step left foot to left thumb. Right foot rotates 45 back and mat. We're coming up to our warrior one stance, and feel free to take your hands to your hips. Widen the left foot to the left if that works in your body as well. This time it'll be your left arm out first, right elbow over top, bind it up, lift the elbows and then lower down, left shoulder, left knee. They press into one another and the space between your shoulder blades broadens and lifts to the sky. And then as you free the hands, pivot onto the ball of the back foot, micro bend the knee and rise up to crescent, arms up overhead. Prayer through heart center, lean forward, inhale, and we twist to the left this time, exhale, breath. And long and strong in that back leg. Look down at your front foot. If you're challenged to step back foot forward and wobble, that's going to help you by firming into the earth, stepping the back foot forward. Okay, so I'll reorientate myself on the mat. We're in our prayer twist to the left. Choices here would be to open the prayer, palms face the wall beside you. Choices could be to lower the hands to the earth and lift the heels. Come high onto the balls of the feet, bend the elbows and create that shelf so that you can tilt the body to the left. And there you find that space. Maybe you can split the legs. And then we'll find ourselves all in our prayer twist to the left and a lovely fold at the top of your mat. In fact, take your feet wide. Interlace the fingers around the big toes, halfway lift, inhale. And fold, exhale, breath. Ooh, that was fiery. I'm just going to let you know there's no Shavasana today, so I'm going to end with a powerful couple of pigeons left and right, and then we'll head off for the rest of our day. So halfway lift, inhale, and exhale, step back to downward facing dog. Through a flow if you want. I should have said that. You could take a vinyasa. In fact, let's do that. High plank, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And then exhale, roll over toes. Downward facing dog. Right leg lift, inhale. Right knee to right wrist, shin on the mat. Shuffle the back leg down the mat. And let me set that up. Honestly, technology gets in the way. Shuffle the back leg down the mat and look over your shoulder. Your back leg is nice and long. That's your left leg. Use your left hand to secure the right foot and the right hand, place it one handprint out in front of your right knee. Tuck your back toes, hover your back knee. Securing the foot with the left hand, lift the right knee towards your right armpit and then lower the knee towards the wrist. Lift, lower, lift, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shin down, back leg long, top of the foot on the mat. Reach for your block if you've got one. Place it out in front of you if you'd like to lower the forehead down. Props underneath the right thigh and hip if you'd like it. You've bent your knee at the angle that serves you here. There is no alignment here that is meant to sound dogmatic, such as, oh, you've got to have your shin parallel with the front edge of the mat. I would prefer to say, please don't have any pain in your right knee. Don't need flexible knees in directions they don't need to go, thank you. Target area, outer hip, outer thigh, gluteals, that kind of area. Nice. Plant the hands, tuck the toes, step back, down into down dog. Let's do all that on the other side. Left leg lift, and left knee to left wrist. Shin on the mat. Right leg slides down the mat. Right hand secures left foot. Left hand, one hand print out in front of left knee. Tuck right toes, lift right knee. And then lift the left knee towards the left armpit. So the back leg is long and it's hovering and it's lifted. And we're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knee in the shin. Lengthen the back leg down. And take a few moments here. And then as we start to lift the chest, sit back on your left hip, swing the right leg out in front of you and cross it in front of the left. So we've got our sitting in a comfortable cross leg. Twist around to the right, hand behind you, left hand to right knee, and lift on the inhale and twist on the exhale. Good job. Another breath. Now come back to center, lean back, recross the legs in the opposite direction, and twist around in the other direction. And then come back to center. Bring your hands to your heart space. Chin to chest. Thank yourself, thank your core, thank your body, thank your breath. Thumbs to your third eye. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Greet this beautiful version of yourself and the remainder of your wonderful day with the Hindi word Namaste. Oh, thanks for that. I hope you enjoyed it and feel nice and strong and empowered. Catch you again another time. Bye for now.